Okay, master. Let's kill the ho ho ho. Oh my god, we didn't even plan that.
That's so funny.
We didn't even plan that. How did we both... Okay. That's the kind of stuff where you know we're brothers.
That's so funny. You guys don't even know. Oh my god.
And we started it at the same time.
Okay. But what's funny is that, like, I was bringing up Koichi and Echoes Act 3, but the funny thing was I was not like planning to do that necessarily, right. And I was just like, I'll just do it. And then you must have been like, I'll just do it as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see if anyone actually was around though for the podcast to hear that. Hey, Maltese Leggett, Ameju, and Munchkin. Welcome to the podcast. Hey, Shield Ship, how are y'all doing?
Welcome, everyone.
Podcast number 116.
Yep.
Which means we've been
if this was Hunter x Hunter episodes, then it would be pretty crazy right now.
Pretty hyped.
Yep.
But probably not so hyped at this point because, you know, everyone's got their stuff that they're doing. It's the holidays. There's a lot of people just rustling and bustling around, especially over here in America. And hey, Alosweir, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime for 8 months in a row.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
To have you here. We got some new follows. Let's shout these out real quick. Sakuno, Era, Seps, Hi Guy, and then I think I already shouted out Maltese Leggett. But thank you all so much for the follows. And then Nero Lisk with the Twitch Prime.
Yes.
Making Bezos pay for
that's right.
For your sub.
Yep.
Way to go. Get that sweet magnet.
Doom. Welcome.
Doom. Yes, a couple people. It is already Christmas Eve.
Wow, that's right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Time zones, y'all. But yeah.
Yep.
Siberia, killing the ho is a requirement for Christmas. No. It's the ho ho ho.
Right.
You have to have all 3 hoes in there, otherwise it just doesn't really work properly.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. And you could even like ho 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 bring it up there.
Oh.
Yeah, ho ho. You're approaching Christmas. And Christmas is like, ho ho, you're approaching me. I can't shovel the snow out of you without getting closer.
Oh man.
Oh, then come as close as you like. Yes.
But it is the time of Christmas. It is the time of Padorus, like
Padorus.
Padoru. But
the time to watch Tokyo Godfathers again because it's
the Disappearance movie.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
The time to watch the Haikyuu Christmas drama CD again for the 15th time. No, I don't need help. No, I don't.
Yep.
Well, no, I do need Haikyuu in my system right now. Please give it to me. I've been waiting for so long, but not as long as all you have.
Right.
But it feels like it's been too long.
Or even that one episode of Ping Pong the Animation, episode 6, right smack dab in the middle. And it was just one of the best episodes of the whole dang show. And my personal favorite.
And like 90% of the people watching this podcast didn't even watch those.
Right, exactly.
You know,
but the thing is that there are wonderful Christmas stories out there.
Plenty.
And they really do bring something special to anime and even outside of anime. Like as cheesy as those Hallmark specials are where Sally, you know, like falls in love with the baker instead of like the super rich, you know, Wall Street person or whatever.
I'm gonna play the pessimist to your like wholesome
but the thing is that those Hallmark specials or even the Star Wars Christmas special are able to be a thing.
Peak entertainment, Jacob. That was peak entertainment.
Oh boy.
Nothing has ever surpassed the Star Wars Christmas special since like Wookiee Life Day.
For any of you who have not seen the Star Wars Christmas special, well, I'm sorry that I told you it exists, but you know, if you do go check it out, it's a gauntlet of sorts if you can actually watch the entire thing. But yeah,
Ransan as well. Yes.
Toradora, the Christmas episode. Yeah. Oh yeah. And
Toradora blended it with the story so well. It was just chef's kiss.
Yeah, the Haruhi movie. It's weirdly Christmassy, and the thing is that there are certain stories I feel like where they just sort of throw in the fact that it's Christmas, right? And that's supposed to make it a Christmas movie, right? Yeah. Whereas there will be other stories that, even if they don't feel like they should be a Christmas movie, they really are Christmassy. Die Hard being a great example, right? Where it's like, even though it's this crazy action flick, there's all this stuff about family and realizing what's really important and, you know, and cherishing those that you love, right? Yeah. That does make it feel like it communicates that Christmas spirit beyond just, you know, Santa and presents and all
commercialized,
that stuff.
You know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, consumerism.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, that's probably why I like Christmas in anime so much, is a lot of it gets at usually some aspect of the gathering and celebration, and I would say more the soul of the whole thing. Because otherwise, in a lot of ways, a lot of our Western media just turns it into those Hallmark
kind of exactly stuff. and I feel like those Hallmark specials are something where there's a lot to be learned from them because they are successful, right? But they're ripping off of financially, commercially successful,
commercially,
right? Commercially successful. But what is it that they're missing, right? Why is it that we gag when we think of them,
right?
But they are still able to strike a chord in clearly a lot of people,
Old
right?
People.
Oh, sure, yeah. But like, I feel like there are those classic examples of ripping off the wrong thing, where it's we do stuff because this formula kind of works, but it's done so much that you forget why you do it in the first place, right? But anyways, with regards to anime,
Sorayori is wintry, but no, it's not a Christmas anime. But it's funny because we were literally mentioning, should we discuss Sorayori before we went on here?
Because they do have the one episode with Yuzuki, and it kind of is a Christmas episode, but it's more of a birthday episode. Right, but I think it was right around Christmas that they did it, and it did touch on a lot of the Christmas themes of understanding, you know, how much you love and appreciate the people around you, right?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is the good Christmas. I want to say cheese, but that doesn't quite feel right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of the things that we're probably going to discuss here are things where they're just stuff that we've watched, but there's probably going to be a lot of them where either I haven't watched them, but Jacob has, or you guys have watched them, and we'd love to know what are some of those shows out there that are ones where they did the Christmas thing, but they actually did it well. Like, it wasn't just it just happens to be the date of December 25th.
Yeah.
So we're going to celebrate this and then just move on. There's actually some part of the story that ties into it.
Oh, yeah. The middle to late portions of Clannad After Story, even though I don't think they ever made it officially about Christmas, they very much, and I won't talk about how, but they very much did hit on a lot of those Christmas themes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are looking like the guys from Home Alone. Yes. It's our like cynical side, but it's also just more of our comfort side where we're like, yes, we're going to wear warm clothes and just sit here and be like, hey, don't we look so moe?
I was debating just showing up for this podcast as like a Sherpa blanket burrito, like. Just
and completely naked underneath or something.
No. Just because like wrapped up in a warm blanket like in the wintertime is just one of the best things ever.
Yeah, put some hot sauce and you'd be a Christmas special, you know. You just like $5.99 at Taco Bell. I don't know.
Oh my god. Anyways, but you know, if there are other Christmas anime stories that you know you guys know of, you know, feel free to shout them out, especially if we've seen them and we're forgetting them somehow. But like that idea of the priorities being sort of set straight amidst the busy lives where there can be all the distractions and stuff, and I feel like in anime it can hit that on another angle, because in Japan there's the whole idea of like the romantic side of Christmas Eve and asking your crush out and things like that.
Oh, right.
And but it's still another aspect of remembering, you know, the people that you love and how much you love them and how important they are to you and things like that, right? Even if it's not focused on family specifically. Okay. And I feel like that's something that I would always love whenever it's in stories, regardless of whether it involves Christmas or not, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And that's why, like, I think Christmas episodes are just something that we need way more of in anime. Like
sure.
Whenever an anime does a Christmas episode, it's never a bad episode, and oftentimes it's one of my favorite episodes in the show, like in the case of Toradora or Ping Pong and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's a thing of where we could end up getting more beach episodes, but I would say in general the amount of effort usually put into the Christmas episodes always tends to be higher than the beach episode equivalent, which is the other
Sure.
seasonal, specific, kind of fan servicey, part of the story. Because Christmas is definitely, I would say, a part in anime where they'll have some fan service, but it'll be more maybe along the lines of something like how they had in Haruhi, like, we're going to get into specific outfits or something like that. Or it's just kind of a form of, not really fan fiction, but kind of like having your characters be in a situation where it's just like, hey, look, relatable, right? All right, you get to see them doing, Christmas stuff. And then you're just like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, all right. I like that. I really like Ping Pong, the animation's Christmas episode, though, for referring to all the characters lightly. Because in a lot of ways, the show is a bit too ambitious for its own good at points. Like, you'll have all these little things happening with the characters, and yet, like, you don't really know, like, their side characters, but you get to see them in these situations where their mother comes by to visit after, like, a long time.
Oh, man.
We know that they exist. We know that they're important to this character. But it's like, oh my gosh, now we get to see him smile. We get to see him, like, take a breather and relax.
Yep.
And then we get to see moments where you have characters who are not enjoying Christmas.
Yeah.
You have characters who are
alone
not with others.
Yep.
You have characters who are having a complacent Christmas where
Sure.
they're with someone, but they're not really with them. You
Right.
know? I liked how that episode basically just gave us a smorgasbord of kind of the Christmas reactions.
I feel like the Ping Pong the animation Christmas episode is probably my favorite Christmas episode in anime, and there aren't too many Christmas episodes in particular. Like there are a couple Christmas movies, but in shows it's usually pretty underrepresented.
That's true.
Like, even if you were to account for like wintry kind of episodes where people are like wrapped up in scarves and like and floofy hats and whatnot. Like,
it's still not that represented, yeah.
Right. Like, I was telling someone about Ping Pong, right? And I started ranting about the Christmas episode because that was my favorite episode, right?
Yeah.
And they thought that was the entire show. That, because I mentioned that it was 11 episodes, and when I was going through all the different things that they touched on in the Ping Pong Christmas episode, they thought that was just the plot of the whole anime.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, and I was like, no, that's just the one episode, and their jaw just dropped.
Right.
Like, they were just like, how is that possible?
Well,
like,
they spend 12 seconds on certain
right, exactly.
So that's all you get, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, that episode, I would say, was what elevated the heart of Ping Pong in the midst of all these characters going through these big changes. That show is, in my opinion, one of the ones that, over the course of looking back of the anime we've watched and discussed and gotten to appreciate, I would say Ping Pong the animation is one where people probably a lot of people quit the show before they even saw that episode, like,
right, because the art style's weird.
A huge number of people.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And that's a huge shame as well, because the show is really good, but there are these moments just prior to the Christmas episode that set up, in some ways, the contrast for where certain characters are finding all this happiness and others are just not in a good way.
Yep.
And then, you end up seeing it 6 episodes in, and it feels so perfect.
Yeah, because, like, and in that show in particular, I feel like it wasn't just that the Christmas episode was so good, but that the Christmas episode fit, and it was so right that it be a Christmas episode and right in the middle of the show, right? Because the kinds of things that, because Ping Pong as a show is so much about, like, sacrificing things in order to be better at, your discipline, right? In this case, Ping Pong. The idea of having a Christmas episode where you see the effects of that, both positive and negative, right? Where there's the people that maybe aren't doing too well at Ping Pong, but then they're able to spend time with their family and remember what's really important.
Yeah, because they sacrifice something in order to make that happen.
Exactly. Yeah. And all the different spectrums of how they cover that.
Right.
It really, they really wouldn't have been able to do that as a non-Christmas episode. I feel like it just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, it felt very natural.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have felt a little bit discombobulated or something.
Oh, and
you guys are bringing up some other ones in here.
In One Piece Drum Kingdom, the Christmas aesthetic was utilized well for the themes of the arc. Yeah. We had a magical reindeer going around and Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that kind of works. I mean, it wasn't really a,
like it was never specifically Christmas because it's the world of One Piece.
Right, but I'm even thinking about the themes, and specifically the themes with Chopper. I don't think they were too Christmassy even. There was the stuff with family. I would say that was a part of it, but it was still more about dreams and how family can help support you in your dreams, hold you back from your dreams. So that just felt more like One Piece kind of general themes rather than kind of Christmas themes being inserted in a way that felt like it was intentional. It just was more like, we're doing Canada. This is Canada, and reindeer running around in snow just kind of fits for a snow motif.
Although, yeah, and right, because it wasn't necessarily much of a differentiation, a difference from what One Piece would usually do as far as themes.
Yeah.
But those themes of friendship and family and loved ones and stuff is very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nichijou? Wait, Nichijou's Christmas stuff? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Help us out, chat. What this is Khalid 101? Nichijou's Christmas stuff?
Because I think I still haven't fully finished Nichijou. I watched a bunch of it, like episode by episode, and then I ended up like binging, like just binging all the scenes, like just on YouTube. So there may have been some I missed.
Neuralisk, yeah, the ancient Magus Bride Yuletide stuff. That was really
that was fantastic.
Yeah, it felt very, very in line with the kind of mythic, kind of pagan, kind of look at the legends surrounding that whole whole holiday. That's pretty cool. Santa Wapple.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, one other thing. Caleb wouldn't know this one, but for any of you that have read the Domestic Girlfriend manga, that Christmas arc, that Christmas arc where it's literally just two characters going on a vacation, and it is some of the sweetest, most wholesome stuff ever as they take a break from their busy lives to just and it's not lewd or anything. Like it's incredibly sweet, and it just nails it. It nails it.
Nice.
Leave it to the incest love triangle manga to do a great Christmas arc.
It's just a love triangle still? Jeez. Well, it must not be that good.
I'm not counting all the tertiary characters and
oh my gosh.
It's comprised of triangles, let's say that.
There you go. There you go. Many triangles are involved. Shen 2, hey guys, Merry Christmas. How are you doing? Are you enjoying JoJo's Part 5 this far?
Oh, loving it.
Not my favorite JoJo series, but JoJo's hardly any part that aren't enjoyable. Yeah, good to see ya. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I kind of embodied the anime Christmas kind of stuff recently. Went on a trip with my girlfriend and had a really good time. And
awesome.
It's the confessing, feelings at Christmas. It's the anime thing. Yeah. So we were very like anime main characters esque.
Oh, okay.
And we're loving JoJo's Part 5. Yeah.
So one episode that is not a Christmas episode because they don't actually mention Christmas, and it's a bit of a stretch. But hear me out.
Okay, let's work with this here.
Bleach episode 342. So that's the episode in between the filler arc that comes after that is.
It's just the one you like to shout out over.
No. Yeah. It's the one I like to shout out over and over again, and it has the winter aesthetic with them dressing up in winter clothes and going ice skating and things like that, right? Yeah. But one of the reasons why I would say it also kind of feels Christmassy is because the material that it covers is based around Ichigo remembering what's really important, that he has friends around him and stuff, even though he is now unable to do the thing that he staked so much of his identity on in being a Soul Reaper, right?
Okay.
And it's sort of coming to accept that and still depend on the people around him and stuff. Pretty weak connection, as far as some of the other connections we've made for Christmas stuff. But I really like one, and I feel like that counts. At least it does in my heart.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all memeing about Berserk in chat.
Oh God.
The birth of a king. Oh my. The God King, indeed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Khalid, I don't think I saw anything about you mentioning Nichijou, so maybe that was a joke. Maybe I missed it. Oh, you're saying you remembered one show with Christmas stuff, Honey and Clover. Oh, I've heard of Honey and Clover, yeah, from the author of March Comes In. Oh, dang.
Cool.
Okay. Dr. Stone does Christmas themed well.
Cool.
okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, Deborah's Part-Timer never had a Christmas episode. The one about the Tanabata Festival had them decorating bamboo plants outside the restaurant. Yes, and that was definitely one of the better episodes of the show.
Yeah. Yes, Shen 2. In terms of anime Christmas episodes that always get me, the one I basically watch yearly is the Toradora one.
Yep. So good.
Yep, it's very good. It's very good. I would say it's one of the most emotional. It's actually more of an arc, really, than an episode.
Right. It's like a set of like 3 episodes, with the one in particular being being it ending on Christmas Eve. Yeah.
But I feel like that little mini arc of story has some of the most emotional hits in Toradora, and in some ways in like romance anime. But I haven't seen that many romance anime.
Right. But no, I totally agree, because
it's just really good.
Because like, in some ways you could say like, but is it really a Christmas arc? Like they do the thing and they have the Christmas party and they sing the song, right? But like, how much of a Christmas arc is it? But like the way with Toradora, it's so much focused on the state of people's emotions and hearts and things like that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And especially in that arc, it's about what matters most, right? But the thing is that there's some contention that's been brought into there because of the romance and the drama and all that stuff. So how are these characters going to get through this? Are they going to be okay? Will they be able to? And it ends with a, there's some realizations about what's really important, and some other decisions that are made alongside some of those realizations that take things in a few different directions. And while it definitely takes the drama to some interesting places, it's something where that still goes along the Christmassy kind of themes of, again, what's really important.
In terms of anime episode, read that by that. What about the super emotional Christmas flashbacks in March Comes in Like a Lion? Do those count? Yeah,
yes,
kinda.
Definitely.
Yeah. I would say they're rather quick, but it is something where, this is something that I like to see more of, because I saw it in the Ping Pong the animation one, and actually bringing up March Comes in Like a Lion brings up a good point of this. I like to see dramatic contrasts between characters and settings and what have you, just conflicts and any kind of thing that just puts dramatic contrast into effect, a contradiction, if you will.
Yeah.
Someone who is wanting to experience the joys of Christmas, that whole thing there, but they're in a family dynamic that makes it absolutely awful. Do they like let their joy, happiness die out, or do they, actually like, have that happiness or what have you? I would say that in Ping Pong the animation, a lot of it is that we as the audience come towards the feeling of Christmas, and we feel a lot more like what was his name, Kong? Yes, I believe so.
I believe so.
One of the characters that we didn't really have the strongest connection to in a positive way prior to this, because he was kind of not the bully character, but kind of the
antagonistic sort of cocky, jerk. Yeah.
And we see how his whole thing is with his mom, and how little he actually gets to see her. How much he's sacrificed for this.
Oh yeah.
And then the fact that when you realize how much it actually takes for her to get over there, the fact that she ends up making the trip on Christmas to spend time with him, and how much it means to him positively.
And the way he gets defensive when like some of his other people, like his other acquaintances that he won't even really let himself be friends with, are wanting to hang out with him, but he's like, no, I want to spend time with my mom. She's like, no, yeah, it's cool, come on, join us.
Yeah.
And then he ends up being able to basically cut loose and let go of some of the things that have been holding him back before, and find a new passion for life. It's amazing. And that's
he's just one of the few characters that actually ends out the show in a good place. Like a lot of the other characters, they don't end the show in a great place.
Right. Certainly not that episode. And Kong's story of that episode is like 10% of the episode.
Yeah.
It's
really
barely
small.
anything. Right. It's one little slice. And man.
Yeah.
It both rips your heart out, that episode, and gives you some of the most heartwarming, sweet stuff ever.
We're talking about Ping Pong the animation.
Yeah, Ping Pong the animation, specifically episode 6.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle. They do a Christmas episode, and it's stellar.
Okay. Next thing I actually really like about Christmas is how silly you can end up having it be, and how much just fun stuff you can end up having, because it's just a point for your characters to do antics in the setting of that is somewhat familiar. And I legitimately think that the Haikyuu Christmas drama CD is actually the most fun Christmas thing in anime.
Yeah.
I don't think any anime episodes out there are usually that fun. They're more just like entertaining from a character, emotional standpoint, but they're usually not like funny, like hype, exciting, or what have you. They're more like, oh, this is really heartfelt. This is really wholesome. There's a lot of good emotion here. And then Haikyuu just ends up doing this silly little thing. You can find it on YouTube. It's amazing. It's basically just an audio CD of the characters just doing silly stuff together.
Cool.
And it's amazing. It's the actual, I believe it's the actual seiyus doing all the voice work and everything like that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, you gotta watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really funny, and it's basically just the characters just in a setting doing their thing. And usually you can tell if a show is really good because the characters, you don't really care what they're doing. You just want to see all the characters doing their thing. So, Christmas is a kind of an easy one that maybe a lot of more Western stuff is just like, yeah, it's a TV show. We'll just slap a Christmas episode in there. No big deal. But usually if the show is really good, ending up, you get to see your characters in that Christmas setting, and it's just good fun. You haven't seen that, though?
I haven't.
No?
No.
That
I guess I'll need to fix that.
Yeah.
Are there Christmas elements in battle lines? Unfortunately, no. Not really. Not really. But I mean, it's a very family-centric, story, so there's that. Fix that. Right now. Oh boy.
Fix which part though? The battle lines?
No, having seen the CD
stuff?
of the battle lines lack of Christmas. Hey, maybe y'all could. There was already that rather cultured fanfic in the Discord. Maybe y'all could write a battle lines Christmas fic.
Hey, that's the other thing I was gonna bring up. Actually, is that there are a lot of decent fan fiction where you take the Christmas setting and you actually just put the characters into that setting, and you can have some really good times and stuff there.
There was a part of a certain rather spicy Black Lagoon fanfic that I read that was very long and ongoing, but it ended up no, like to the point where it was basically just like the season 3 and 4 and 5 that don't exist that I always wanted.
Right.
And there was a part of it that was Christmas.
Telling you.
And it was great. It was great.
Ya. It's probably just the fanfic writers like just getting tired of the people who do the show, and they're like, just have a Christmas episode already, dang it! Like it's just like Thanos putting on the glove and like, all right, they call it. No, it's fine. I'll do it myself.
Oh.
Wait, did we ever do our VIP shout out?
Oh, that's right.
We didn't. You got to give a shout out to Beat141 on the Discord. Thank you so much for your VIP support, bro.
Yes.
It means a lot. Thank you.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, indeed. All right, well, yeah, sorry about that. Okay, well, if Star Wars can make a Christmas special, you can definitely make a Battle Lines one. Can't be worse than that. That's
true.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true, but in some ways, the fact that we're still laughing about the Star Wars Christmas special now means that something worked with that, though.
I think it was just a point of contrast.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, somehow it's still.
Ooh, character cast I want to see celebrate Christmas: Konosuba, Kill la Kill, Mob Psycho, My Hero Academia, Star Wars.
Mob Psycho. Yes. Mob Psycho would be so good.
I want to see all of those Christmas, like especially. Well, okay, I feel like Konosuba we've already kind of gotten it with some of the.
We've already gotten
stuff.
that kind of,
not quite, but kind of. Kill la Kill? Yes, please. Oh my god,
I don't
that
really
would be
see
wonderful.
Kill la Kill working in a serious way, though.
No. It'd be like, events of the show are all over, right? And then it's, it's just the characters hanging out and having Christmas.
But is it high on your list of those anime there? If you had Konosuba, Kill la Kill, Mob Psycho, and Hero Academia, where would you rank them?
It's above My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
the only reason that it's that I would say like My Hero Academia could be considered close is because that could actually happen.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
We're probably going to get it at some point.
Because within the next 12 years, Deku will probably get through his first year of high school. So,
what? What? Are you even keeping track of the internal timeline? No, we're not going to go there. Good grief. No. Mob Psycho at the top for me. Mob Psycho of those lists there, I love the good Nakama, like, Mob Psycho stuff going on there. Mm-hmm. Reagan, Mob, his brother, a lot of the characters in there. Just fantastic character cast for Christmas, and because they're all they're all like family, like the Body Improvement Club.
Oh yeah.
But there's only really one true blood family dynamic in the whole show, and that's Mob and his brother. And it's just it's so good. Yeah.
So what I would love to see for the Mob Psycho Christmas OVA, if it did end up happening, the Body Improvement Club or the Reindeers. Now, either Reagan is Santa.
Okay.
Or I forget his name. I feel terrible for this, but Mr. Wig.
Teru.
Yeah.
Teru.
Okay. Yeah. Or Teru is Santa. Now, Teru's fixed his hair somewhat.
Okay.
But imagine him with a Santa hat on somehow. Just think about it. Wouldn't that be amazing?
He doesn't have the long hair anymore.
No, I know, but he has still his hair is something special. The Reindeers.
Yeah, the Body Improvement Club. Any type of characters that are passionate, you'd love to see them in a Christmas thing. That's why I think the Haikyuu one is the most fun Christmas thing I've ever experienced there. But
Place Further Than the Universe with an official Christmas episode would be so good. Like they had the Christmas, Christmassy stylish stuff, in there about as much as a show could have without actually going into Christmas territory. But sure, that would be amazing.
You just want to see a JoJo's Christmas special where everyone from current and past parts meet up and have Dio meet Santa. Wow. Terumi Granbell, we were just shouting you out as on the VIP as VIP patron. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. JoJo's as a Christmas special. Okay. And have all the different parts and everything meet up while we like completely break the fourth wall. That would be rather cool, where there's like a stand or something like that basically like threatens to destroy the entire Joestar lineage. So basically what it does is it rips everyone from their dimension, pulls them into one, area right there. And then all the Joestars, it's kind of like the Doctor Who kind of thing where all of them come together and they're like, you. And then they all basically have to solve the problem of how to get out of this stand, imprisonment or what have you. I think that'd be a good fanfic at the very least.
Oh, definitely.
Because you get to have all of them just bouncing off each other with their personalities and stuff like that.
Yeah. What was I going to say? My mind blanked out.
Oh, okay. Why can't Mob's dad be Santa? Yeah. I mean, it could be any character, but yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Perv. Welcome.
I remembered what it is now.
Okay.
So this doesn't really tie into a lot of the themes of Christmas stories that I love so much.
Mm-hmm.
However, as one of my favorite Christmas stories that is not traditional media, the Night Before Christmas Critical Role Christmas one shot DM'd by Liam O'Brien, starring Travis Willingham as Chutney. That was absolutely amazing. I still rewatch clips of it. I want to watch it again in full because that was something so wonderful. And if you're a Critical Role fan, and you haven't watched that, you need to watch it. But
yes, D&D in Christmas, that was a beautiful creation of the cast and Liam. And then their guest, I forgot her name, but that was a lot of fun.
And also just D&D sessions that are Christmas D&D sessions are also the best. Like, same thing, you know, in the same way that anime Christmas episodes are usually pretty great, D&D Christmas sessions are wonderful.
Yeah. Hey, D&D K64, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 4 months in a row. Futurama Christmas specials are a personal favorite.
Oh,
I'm sorry we missed your sub here, but like, yeah, Futurama is a really big show. Like, it went on for quite a while. And I don't really remember watching any Christmas episodes, but I probably watched a good 15 or so out of order or what have you. But yeah, I think what was also just a good example of where that show had the opportunity probably to do that was they really got down how their characters are all very unique. They all have a unique voice. When one character speaks, you don't have to hear them. You could just read their dialogue with no audio and you'd know who's probably speaking right there. Especially if it's one of the main, like, what was it, like 5 or 6 cast members? Yeah. Or yeah, not cast members, but, you know, characters. Yeah. You thought it was your parents secretly giving you presents, but it was really me, Santa. Dio as Santa would be kind of funny.
That would be.
Dio combines his stand ability with time and some other person's stand ability, and he does this on Christmas and rips them all from their families on Christmas, which sends all the families of all the Joestars into a spiraling
alternate dimension.
Well, like then all the timelines of the the Joestars, you know, are screwed up. Everything with that there, you know, that would be a really funny, silly thing there.
It would be indeed.
For some reason, when I thought JoJo Christmas, I thought of Dio being extra, playing as Santa and giving a gift to Jorna. That sounds more wholesome in like a evilly dramatic way, but yeah, sure, why not? Knowing Hiraki, that stand-in probably exists already. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
We didn't mention yet, Jacob, your favorite Christmas thing ever, though. The movie.
Oh, yes.
Disappearance.
So The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya is a fantastic Christmas movie. It's one of those ones that might be surprising that it is a Christmas movie because it's Haruhi, right? But when you look at it, it's just It's a Wonderful Life retold as an anime, right? Right, with Haruhi flair and everything.
Exactly.
And it is absolutely wonderful. One of the things that I love so much about it is that I feel like it really does personify a lot of the Christmassy theme kind of questions of what's really important, right? Because in the same way that you might have, say, either the Hallmark specials or Elf or something like that, where you have the person that basically doesn't know how important their family is and they spend too much time at work and things like that, and then around Christmas time they come to appreciate what they have and and all that stuff. You basically have that here for Kyon, right? Except that it's from the reverse. It's the fact that he never appreciated Haruhi and the crazy adventurous life that he had,
right? And
suddenly now he's got to come to terms with a normal life, that thing that he always wanted, right? The thing he complained that he didn't have before. And now he's got it. But does he really want it? And that's actually kind of scary. And then he starts to realize, I had it really good. I had it really good. Why did I not appreciate that? Why did I not appreciate that?
Yeah.
Then there's also another character who, wrestles with the question of what is it they really want.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. And that comes in a very concrete way. And it ends in a very particular way because there's what they want and then there's what they get.
Yeah.
But just because they might not necessarily get what they want, that doesn't mean that it's an unhappy ending.
Yes.
Because there's this reinforcement of, basically, if you have a character that feels alone, right? And anytime a story goes into the idea of a character that feels alone and then someone coming up alongside them, that always hits me pretty hard. But for a Christmas story in particular, I think that works even better, right?
Sure.
Because, whether you're talking with about the idea of actual family, as is the case in a lot of times in Western media, or maybe say like a romantic partner, you know, in anime is, you know, is what it is a lot of the time. The idea of just having someone say, hey, I know you're going through a rough time, I know you feel alone right now, but you're not alone. You know, I got you. You got friends with you. You've got people that care about you, right? Something where instead of like, which was just so fantastic, because you have the main character who has to realize what they have, right?
Sure.
They have to remember what they have and everything, because it's taken away. And then you have the other person who feels like they don't have that, and then the main character who's just gone on this journey is able to help tell them, remind them, right? And basically say, going forward, you're going to be all right. Even though things didn't turn out well, or at least the way you really desperately wanted them to go.
Yep. Yeah.
Like that.
We recently rewatched the movie, and, you know, going back through it again as someone who is not really that big of a fan of the show, like generally speaking, like I think the show is totally fine at like certain parts, and I would say it's above the bar at very specific parts as well. The movie is far and away the best part about the universe, about the story of Haruhi.
Yep.
And it's so good at specific parts that in some ways you kind of deserve to watch the show movie as a whole package so that you get that value from it. But as a Christmas story, one of the things that I just want to echo what you were saying there is that there are characters in the story that think they want certain things. And they actually find out they don't want those things. And then there are characters that are very certain they want certain things. They don't get them. One of the things that I think this was a kind of a little, just kind of something I interpreted from it as from Western media, a lot of what Christmas movies end up being is about you getting what you want. And
sure.
I would say that that's pretty scummy when you look a little bit deeper into it. And in this movie, you have characters that end up kind of having life slap them around because of things that they wanted too much. They basically put too much energy into making reality bend around the things that they want. And then people react certain ways when you do that. You might actually get your wish. It's, you know, It's a Wonderful Life. So if you know the story of that, you know what I'm kind of talking about. But the way they do it at the final moments in the movie, where you have the two characters that had the things that they both really, really wanted, and they both come to this conclusion of where the story essentially led them based on their choices. It's rough. Because like Jacob said, it's not everyone gets what they wanted from the beginning of this. And in some ways, they're better for it because they did.
Exactly. It's not a happy ending because of the outcome. It's a happy ending because of their perspective on the outcome. Right? And it's one of the really characters,
like you said,
exactly.
The best thing about the Christmas stuff.
And one of the characters isn't able to have that perspective on the outcome.
Sure.
Until the main character who just had this journey comes up alongside them. And I love that. Like that's probably why I even brought up that one Bleach episode, is because I love how they did that, you know, even though 'tis neither here nor there, but I love how they did that in that, where the main character, you know, didn't get what they wanted, right? But then they got the perspective of how they were going to deal with that. And I feel like that whole concept is something that translates so well to just everyday life, right? Because things don't always go well. And especially in the holidays, where it's usually got this idea of like especially in like family circles, like if you ever have like the relatives or the parents or whatever, they're wanting to get like the perfect Christmas picture, you know, right?
Yeah.
Holiday times can actually be really stressful.
Yep.
It can be really stressful because, you know, a lot of people want certain things and they aren't necessarily, and
they aren't going to get them.
And they aren't going to get them, right? Yep. Because people want different things. So you mash all those people together, you're going to get some unhappy people, right? And if they stake a lot on getting what they want, it can go badly, right? But if it's about, you know what, everything's going to turn out okay. We've got each other. We've got what's most important.
Yeah.
And with whatever life throws at us, we'll adjust.
And that's probably why I think the best, like I would say, anime Christmas tradition thing to watch this outside of anything else, just because it's a perfect kind of encapsulated little story, is Tokyo Godfathers. Tokyo Godfathers is a movie I hadn't watched until very recently, y'all.
Yeah.
And this movie is the perfect image of what a Christmas movie should be, in my opinion.
Yep.
It has wacky, fun, ridiculous characters. I mean, enjoyable, entertaining, just characters. They're so good.
Yeah, and it's getting a dub.
Wait, it's getting a dub soon? What?
Yep.
Who's doing it?
I don't know.
I'm so hyped.
Feels kind of weird that it's getting a dub after this long, but
after so long.
Yeah. But better late than never.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of y'all were asking. Yes, I did read the light novel for the Disappearance movie.
Of course he did. Yeah,
it's fantastic.
He's a huge Haruhi fan.
Yep.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Tokyo Godfathers, it is a. Well,
it's Satoshi Kon.
It's Satoshi Kon, but it's Satoshi Kon doing a dramedy. He is basically doing a drama comedy with a little bit of that kind of spirit of Christmas thing in the background that fills the Satoshi Kon like bullet point of, we need weird stuff that doesn't make sense necessarily.
Right.
Satoshi Kon, fill it in.
But that's the most that it does. It's surprisingly untrippy for a Satoshi Kon work, right? And it works. It works so well. Like,
I'm going to give you all the premise for it just so that if you have time, you can go watch it, in between now and Christmas even. It's a story about 3 characters that are on the streets living their lives, trying to survive. Christmas is coming up, and they're completely different from each other.
Oh, yeah.
Super unique. I don't want to go into too much specifics there, but they encounter a baby that was abandoned on the streets.
Yep.
Crying in like a little garbage bag, basically. And they try to help it. And that is all I want to tell you.
That's the start of the journey.
That's the start of the journey.
It's wacky.
It'll make you cry. It will make you laugh.
Yep. It'll make you go, that's impossible. But then you realize, wait. This is one big Christmas miracle.
This is one big Christmas miracle kind of thing. Yeah.
It's absolutely wonderful.
And the thing is that if you are kind of like, okay, I want to talk to all the cynics.
You don't expect that.
I want to talk to all the cynics out there. If there's all this like, Christmas is just, like, I totally get you. In fact, I think Tokyo Godfathers is specifically for the Christmas cynics out there.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of a Christmas cynic in some ways. Like, there's like 80% of me that is like, yes, I love it. It's so wonderful. And then 20% of me that's kind of like, shut up. Don't ruin this for everyone else. Like, quiet. Like, calm down, Caleb. Just let it be happy and wholesome and stuff. And yet Tokyo Godfathers has so much in there where you're like, oh, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you. And it just does so much good little stuff with it. It just leaves you smiling and just crying and wonderful at the end. Whoa, we have a lot of new subs here. Oh. Let's shout these out here. Lunar Legend with the 13 subs. 13-month sub. Thank you so much, Lunar. Captain Jolly Roger with the Twitch Prime for 14 months in a row. Wow. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And Devil Shocker with Tier 1 sub for 15 months in a row. Damn. Rad. Happy holidays, you guys. Kind of surreal that starting this week, you'll both be playing one of my favorite games of all time. Love y'all as always. Hey.
Thank you.
Glad you're happy. Thank you for being a mod on the Twitch channel. You also, Lunar. You guys are awesome.
Yep. I gotta say, Caleb, at some point, and I feel like this wouldn't really work as well without the introduction of the character that's doing the singing.
Co-op.
No, I just need to show you 24-Hour Cinderella. Like, because
the Yakuza song you keep talking about?
Because as a song, it's amazing. But then also seeing the scene of the Yakuza character. This character is a Yakuza, right? Belting out at karaoke this song called 24-Hour Cinderella. And all the side stuff is canon, right? So it's actually happening. This character's actually doing this. It is one of the greatest things ever. Like, I know it's not technically anything Christmas related, but I feel like that, to me, is like Christmas music because it's just that wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It's that wonderful.
Okay.
Yep.
The context really helps, but Caleb, bro, you need to play Yakuza 0. It's glorious. I appreciate that encouragement, Luder. I'm sure it is glorious. Yes. Yep. Yes.
Yakuza 0 takes place at Christmas, so you can say it is. There you go. There you go, because it does. It does indeed. Yeah. Yep.
You guys have anything you relate to Christmas for whatever reason, even if it isn't about the holiday or is particularly Christmassy? That's a great question.
Who's that from? Only I love you.
Comic Spooks. Okay, Comic Spooks. What is something, Jacob, that we relate to Christmas that has nothing to do with the holiday or even is really Christmassy?
Well, 24-Hour Cinderella for one. But
okay. Okay, I kind of have something, but I need to kind of let it I need to kind of zero in on it. So, for me personally, it's weird because I would say I have to go either nostalgic, where it's like something that I don't really get to have anymore, or something that used to be that, and it was just this really wholesome thing. And I'm going to go with the nostalgic one, because it's not something I really get anymore, but it's something I still like look back on fondly.
Yeah.
So when I was a lot younger, my family, we had a GameCube. And the thing was that we like never really like spent a lot of time together at around this point where we would like, you know, do a bunch of stuff. But there were a lot of us. Yep. Peps knows what's up. Yep. We would play we would play Melee together. We would play Smash Bros. Melee on Christmas morning. For hours. Yeah. Because here's what would happen, y'all. This is something that has nothing to do with Christmas. It just happened to happen on Christmas Day. Was me and my brothers, we'd wake up super early because we're all just excited, high energy or what have you.
But the parents want to sleep in.
They want to sleep in, so we go down to the basement, which is literally just a basement, and we just like hover around this tiny TV with its split screen like 4-ways thing, and we would beat the living crap out of each other playing Smash Bros. Melee forever.
That's
like
a good one.
For a long time. And it is so nostalgic to me because I loved the feeling we got where we were all like super competitive about it. But we were like laughing, we were just joking around. We'd have characters where people were intentionally trolling, you know, the Kirby players, the Jigglypuff players, the
Pichus.
The Peach. Yeah. Also, I think the other one that I particularly loved to troll with was I would play Captain Falcon, and I got so good at jump Falcon punching,
jump Falcon punch.
Jump Falcon punching, where I would throw myself quickly, Falcon punch, basically in midair. So I'm a flying Falcon punch coming towards them, but I could also do it where I would jump, Falcon punch, and turn, so that when someone went to chase me, I Falcon punched going backwards.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to land the ultimate, yes, Peps 2, exactly, the jump reverse Falcon punch. It's like, haha, and now I chase you. Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys ever read the Smash fan comic Brawl in the Family? I have not.
No, I haven't. Is that the one that's like the longest fanfic of all time or something like that?
They've put out Christmas themed songs.
Wait, what about the game Christmas themed songs they put out? I have no idea what those are. That's the real spirit of Christmas. Destroying your family in Melee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there were points where certain ones of us were so good with certain characters that we would like ban, you know, each one of us from playing a certain character, and it would be fun because then they'd be like, okay, you have to like go off the screen and hit A, and it'll select you a random character.
Right.
But if you get one of these 3 characters or 2 characters or what have you, you have to switch it again. And I love when I get Game & Watch and just be like reeing into the screen because I hated Game & Watch so much.
Oh.
And then I'd randomly get Peach and I'd just be like, you guys are dead.
My family did something similar, but we played Mario Kart. There you go.
Mario Kart, yes! Yeah. What about you guys? What's a non-Christmassy, like, Christmas thing? Like a thing that you think about when it's Christmas time, but has nothing to do with Christmas, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I still need to think of what mine is.
Yeah, what would be yours?
Because, like...
It's beginning to look a lot like Ice World. You're a mean one. Day, day, day. Or DDD. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The bros thinking they were good when they didn't face online competition. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We had a GameCube, dude. Of course we didn't have online competition. Yeah.
So, one, weirdly enough, even though this is a newer one, but Komi-san.
Oh.
Because I feel like Komi-san is almost like... Because it's just pure sugar that you're injecting into your veins, just pure sweetness, right?
Okay.
I feel like it fits in the Christmas sort of feeling a lot. But also, weirdly enough, maybe, and this is probably because it was the Ice World map or whatever, but do you remember Best Friends?
Best Friends! Okay!
Mouse! Ice World! Okay! And
you guys don't know at all what just happened there. You're probably traumatized a little bit.
It was this really old game. Where you were playing as a little bird that had to go across like a checkered map, collecting hearts to get to basically their lover or whatever. And
we were reuniting penguin lovers.
Yep.
And the thing was, we played the game when we were so little that we were so bad at it.
Well, and also... it was one of those things where it was like the beta free version that's like, you know, the first little section of levels, but because we were so young, like, we didn't have money, so it's like, okay, this is all we have, right? Like we have this aspect of the game, but nothing else.
Okay, here's some cool ones from chat here. Italian food or tamales? Again, my whole family are 100% Irish. I don't know where the tradition came from. Okay, Grimoire, that's cool. Well, like I said, my parents used to play a lot of games with me and my brother, like board games, console games, and so on.
Gotcha.
That's cool, Perv. Yeah. The thing with anime and games and movies and books and any storytelling medium really is that there are so many amazing stories around there that you would want people to watch all of them. That's what makes reactions so good. It's so liberating to see someone witness your favorite story that you just had to let everyone know it's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, Shen2, totally.
I will always spread the Komi word.
Yes. Another gaze. It may be weird, but we used to go fishing the day after Christmas because it always rains for Christmas here. Oh. Hey, we're in an area where it always rains for Christmas, so I know what that'd be like. Yeah.
Once we've had an actual white Christmas, and it was wonderful.
Wait, he is trying to SOS you, Caleb. He doesn't want to admit it, but he constantly rereads the Komi-san volumes on a weekly, if not daily basis, waiting for the next hit that comes every 3 to 4 months. Jacob, do you need help? Blink 3 times if you need help. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Guys!
See, like, Caleb, it defies...
You in the Komi channel, or is there a Komi channel or a Discord? I don't know.
If there isn't, there should be. But, Caleb, it defies logic that there could be something so sweet and wholesome and wonderful. And it's...
Okay.
It's like you're eating marshmallows that are made entirely of powdered sugar.
Ew.
Like, no, but like that's how much diabetes you get from it.
Oh, sweetness! I got it.
Yeah.
I was just like, that doesn't sound very
that doesn't sound good at all. No,
it's like a cinnamon roll that you can never get a stomach ache from eating.
Right.
Like, because it just keeps going. That's what you're meaning.
Yeah. Like it's. Like, literally, the streams would be 3.5 hours because even though I was just going through one volume, because so many times I would have to stop. I'd stop like 15 times every volume just to be like, I can't take this. It's too sweet. Like, yeah.
Marshmallows with unicorn powder sugar.
It's like when your face scrunches up from eating something sour, except it's a smile. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
like you know those babies trying lemons videos?
Yeah.
It's that, but it's sweetness. Yeah.
So you just taste it, you're like...
Yeah. And then you
make like the creepiest smile where you're just like,
and
then
you forget,
I'm really enjoying life right now.
And then you go back into it, completely forgetting that that's the experience that you have when you partake of this wonderful delicacy,
right.
And then it immediately happens again, and it's just that forever.
Wait, DLDR reads 2 pages. Jacob, chat just.
Yep. And I would be like stopped for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'd just be like, oh, this is so good. Like, how is it possible? You know, and then I keep going 5 pages later. Like, it's like an hour in. It's like a quarter of the way through the volume.
How many people watch these streams?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Also, chat like.
Yeah. This is so wholesome. Jacob 100 times a stream, straight up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And
then we read Berserk afterwards. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. Then we read the new volume of Berserk. Oh boy.
That did happen. Yeah.
Yep.
Komi-san is very popular.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it getting an anime adaptation? Right, it should be getting one, right? That's the point.
Okay. No. So
it should be getting one then.
Here's the way to say it. Komi-san is so sweet. Even Kyoto Annie wouldn't be able to do it justice. In fact, Kyoto Annie would probably be a bad decision because of its art style and everything. But seriously, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why must you hurt us this way? Yeah. That's one of those things you don't do. That's like making casca jokes, like casca potato jokes. You just don't do it.
Because they've already been done like 1,000 times. There's nothing new.
No. It's because it's a vulnerable spot of the kokoro.
I gotcha. Yeah. New Breeze and RPD Kyrix. Thank you so much for the follows.
Shut up, Amaju. Komi will not get a 3D Berserk style adaptation. Because the thing is, the art of Komi is very particular, but it's very simplistic. So like,
it wouldn't look good necessarily.
Well, you'd need to do it very carefully. Like KyoAni would actually be bad for it because they'd add too much to it probably.
Gosh,
yeah.
There's probably already good just fan animated just scans of the manga.
On the website I read Komi-san, a chapter got over 1,000 comments less than an hour or so after going online.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's really popular. Komi is so wholesome that I remember people bullying people into not doing hentai art of it.
Wait. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Wow, that's a thing. All right. Well, I mean, this is kind of Christmas related discussion. We're talking about extremely wholesome, things that are really important. But yeah. Wait,
it didn't work.
Says, Caleb, Komi is literally concentrated waifu. Of course it's obscenely popular. I don't know these things. I haven't even really heard of it prior to Jacob getting into it. Yeah.
Rule 34B. If it's wholesome enough, porn does not need to exist for it.
Ah. Yep. That's cool. Like, I would say the most wholesome thing I've ever seen...
Place within the universe?
No. I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't even seen Sweetness and Lightning.
I can't understand what my husband is saying.
Oh, that's really wholesome.
That's probably the most wholesome thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Unless it's a certain Ghibli film or something. But Ghibli films have dark stuff in them.
Yeah, you need to read Komi.
I need to read Komi?
You need to read Komi.
Okay.
Yep.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, the 4th volume just came out, so it wouldn't even take that long. You could do that in between Berseria and Automata. I mean, that'd probably piss people off. But...
Yeah, I that's not happening.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But all right, we've got basically Christmas to look forward to.
Yep.
We've got ourselves probably some shorter streams or non-existent streams depending on the way the next week goes.
Yeah,
the biggest thing that's changing is One Piece manga stream is being pushed ahead 2 hours. Right.
1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or just 2 hours earlier than normal. And I will be doing a Yakuza 0 stream on Thursday. Okay. But it will be a shorter one.
It'll be a shorter one.
Yeah, so maybe it'll just be karaoke and whatnot.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay. Well, cool. We got ourselves a little emote there. Cool. Thank you, Peps2, for the 15 months in a row.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
We're hitting that 15th month. We're gonna have to have like I don't know, like maybe
We're gonna run out of magnet ideas.
We're gonna run out of magnet ideas, but so far I like
cosmic magnets.
I like the idea of the magnets in the new style that we've got them now, having basically some bata, basically some Armstrong sparkle,
Oh wow! Next week, our Berserk Eclipse stream anniversary.
Wait, really?
I think
the
so.
The Eclipse stream.
Yeah. Because the eclipse was on Christmas.
Wait.
For the manga, not for the anime.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't literally on Christmas Day.
No, I think it was
literally
on Christmas.
We didn't stream on Christmas Day, though.
You sure?
No, we didn't stream last year on Christmas Day, did we?
Oh,
that does
right.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I remember. It was going to be Eclipse Christmas, but you skipped that week. Yes, that's right. Yep. Right, because it was Christmas.
It was Christmas, yeah.
Right. Yep. So I think it ended up being New Year's instead.
Oh,
yeah, because a week after Christmas.
That's right.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool. But One Piece, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yep.
Big deal. So be up to date on that. That's cool. On Friday, those of you that were not at the final Tales of Berseria stream, I am playing Nier Automata or however you want to say it. And I have gotten a little bit of people freaking out because apparently it's important that I play through the game multiple times, and it's not a long game. So
Is it like a time travel game or something?
I don't know, but like I'm going to be playing it on Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there for that. I'm playing it on PC. I have to do some shenanigans within Steam. Like it's a whole ordeal. So
they don't want a repeat of Undertale.
They don't want a repeat of Undertale. Well, the thing is, I think the way that people have been telling me is that it's not even like that similar to Undertale in terms of the replay thing.
Oh yeah.
It's more of like a thing of where you're like legitimately missing out on like.
That sounds very time travel-y.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe I'm just missing things, but I could totally see it being something where it's like, yes, now you have to go back and do a new iteration, or maybe that's just me thinking of Endless 8. But yeah,
you could be right though.
Yeah,
I did the math. You only need about 60-ish hours to do 100% completion. Okay, yeah, because I might not do like all the I assume there will be side quests or like things where it's like collect all the collectibles or something like that. Like I might not do literally 100% completion, but I'll do like a lot of it. Like I want to give it the full attention it deserves. So that'll be good.
Oh.
But yeah, if you want to check those out, be sure to leave a follow so you stay up to date on all that. Anything we can like kind of talk about as we wind things down here, because we're doing a little bit shorter stream because we've all got stuff we've got to do,
holiday things and whatnot. But one, I would like to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas.
Yes. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful, wonderful time with loved ones, family. And even if you're by yourself or what have you, watch some good anime. You deserve it.
Yep.
Read some good manga.
Yeah. Yep.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
I will say it is impossible to read Komi without a smile on your face.
Be a dirty ho 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 for Komi-san, basically, right? Right?
No.
Clip that.
No. Komi-san must be protected.
Whatever.
Whoa,
Shen2, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Okay.
And 25 emotes shared, and one of them came to us. Very cool. We got a haha nyandir. Okay, awesome. Maybe some Q&A stuff at the end here really quick.
Sure.
Have you seen The Witcher Netflix? No, I have not.
Clip that and then bully Caleb with the clip after he reads Komi-san. Yep.
10 out of 10 idea. Tachi Gamer 96, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 14 months.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
We have not seen this, or okay, I have not seen the Star Wars movie yet. Caleb has.
Yes, that's why we haven't done any discussion on it or anything yet, is that I saw it like opening night, and I'll just be frank with you, I didn't plan to see it even at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was not super excited about it, but I'm like, I got invited to go see it, and so I went to go see it. And yeah. Are you guys planning on playing Danganronpa? I would say that is a game that is potentially in the future.
Yeah.
When is the next Quiplash stream? I want to redeem myself in my terrible performances. We'll have to do one of those soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any plans to do more Rate Your Waifus / Husbandos videos?
Hey, if you're on the Discord, which I'm pretty sure you are, Peps too. Definitely sure you are. That's, maybe another potential thing for,
events.
Discord faction events.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Later.
Ooh, did you beat Fallen Order?
No, I have not beaten Fallen Order yet.
Gotcha.
I almost have no time for extra streams right now.
Holiday
stuff.
Yep.
But I'll get back to that for sure.
I know you guys are into superhero stuff. Have you read the web novel Worm? We have not.
But we've recommended it many
Yeah.
times.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, the opening arc gives me MHA vibes, and it starts going places very, very long, though, so don't get burned out. Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Jacob, you have read those Black Lagoon doujins, right? I have not. I read some stuff on fanfiction.net, but that was it. So if they're legit doujins with art and stuff, then I need to get on top of that.
Ooh. So guys, on the 30th of December, we are doing a 2019 kind of year-end podcast. So that's where you will get an answer to that question, like what was your anime of the channel for the year or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of things like that. So we're going to have a fun, wacky, celebratory 2019 ending podcast on the 30th. So be there for that. And that'll be some good, wacky fun.
Ooh, Jacob, since you're a fan of Frozen 1, did you like Frozen 2? I haven't seen Frozen 2 yet. So I've heard some mixed reviews about Frozen 2.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some people saying that it was great, some people saying that it was because I'm a bit touchy when it comes to Frozen 2, because Frozen, the first one, I feel like was absolutely fantastic, and it resolved everything perfectly. The idea of having a Frozen 2 was repugnant to me. It appalled me, right? Of course there would be, because
as it should.
Because Frozen 1 got so much stupid amounts of money. Think about this for a second. When it came out, it reached 5th highest grossing movie worldwide. It was an animated movie, and it was the first one. It wasn't,
It wasn't Shrek.
It wasn't Shrek or something like that, right? It wasn't some sequel.
Yeah.
That's
Cash
amazing.
grab, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
But maybe they do some things that hold to what made Frozen 1 so good. But the thing is with Elsa's powers and her whole journey, you can't rehash that, right? You just can't. The dynamic between her and Anna, you can't rehash that. You can't, right? Olaf's existence being so crucial to the plot and the resolution of the character arcs and everything, and the coming full circle and the cyclical nature of the true love saving each other from saving each other and saving the other and all of that stuff. You can't really have that, right? So I'm sure there will be some amazing songs and some amazing visuals, but I don't know. Yeah, it's tough.
Okay, I wanted to say that I called it exactly with Frozen 2 getting $1 billion in 3 weeks. That was my Twitter prediction, and I had a prediction about the plot, and I was like, all right, Frozen 2, it's going to have this hodgepodge elementals, oh no, their parents might be alive, we're going to go look for them. Mm-hmm. Oh, elemental stuff, crazy. And then, it ends up all being I joked about it being a Avatar Last Airbender crossover, and then it grosses $1 billion still in 3 weeks, and it literally on day 22 had hit $1 billion.
So there was a point. When, because of course there was the whole thing in Zootopia where it's I can get you movies that aren't even out yet, right? And Frozen 2 was one of them, right?
Yeah.
So there was a point where I rewatched Frozen, because I hadn't seen it in forever, because I was obsessed with it when it came out, but I'd already seen it plenty of times, and I rewatched it, and I was like, yeah, that the magic still stood, right? And I tried to figure out what would be a proper way to do a Frozen 2 a Frozen 2, because it shouldn't exist. And I talked to Caleb about this, and what I legit came up with was the only way to do it, or the best way to do it, would be to have a plague hit and have Anna die, so that way Elsa has to come to terms with her sister's death and basically do a completely different story, right? Completely different story as much as possible, because that's how rock solid convinced I was that the original story absolutely should not be touched.
Yeah. And yet they did it anyway. Trash Ocon with the Twitch Prime for 13 months. Oh boy, 13 months it is. Time is flying by. I feel like it was just a few weeks ago when you were doing reactions to Hunter x Hunter, Lamau.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Hunter x Hunter reactions, I believe someone said it in chat earlier, ended this year.
Wait, say that again?
Our Hunter x Hunter reactions ended in January of 2019.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That feels like forever ago.
148 episodes.
And yet
ended then, yeah.
Oh my god.
What's even crazier though is that 2020 will be the end of JoJo's reactions for quite a while. Yeah, think about that. Think about that.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff, y'all. It's a lot of stuff.
The reactions have ended, but the message memes live on. Yes. Yes. Oh boy.
It's copy, not steal. That's something we should legitimately. That's something we should legitimately have as a part of the final podcast for the year.
Oh yeah.
Is if you guys have specific highlights of the year, like specific things that you're like, this is a thing, like not a stream clip highlight, but like a YouTube highlight.
Yeah.
Like, post it. Like, you know.
So how do we keep it from just turning into an SOS roast is the question.
Yeah, roast us, absolutely. Do whatever. But like let me actually see if it is there on Discord, because I'm pretty sure there is something. Yeah, SOS YouTube highlights. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Have a specific thing, you know,
the Caleb
that you find funny
age.
or enjoyable or what have you. Yeah, that was a good one.
Roast you guys like Akira's family and Devilman Crybaby.
SOS Memes podcast. That could be funny.
Oh, funny. Someone needs to clip your guys' opinions, reactions to Shonen starting from MHA episode 1 to now.
That would be a bit more than 2019, but I love the idea.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a bit ambitious for even like,
oh man,
like me. Even though I was mostly my opinions about Shonen that changed.
We need SOS Bros merchandise with magnets, memes, and other cool things.
I don't know. Do people really want merch? I don't like the idea of becoming a merch center for like all that kind of stuff. Maybe Jacob does, but like I think you have some fun ideas that would be more like troll things, right?
Oh, I mean those, of course.
Jacob's like, of course I do.
Yeah. Why would you suggest anything different? Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, was Jacob's mid Attack on Titan season 3 nut laughing this year?
Oh,
it might have been. Wait, no,
Sileron.
I don't think so. Or
Sileron,
was it?
That might actually be genius. That might actually be genius.
Oh, make a reward for the best SOS clip of 2019.
If someone comes up with, you know, one that's really good, that's how you can motivate people to do it.
Oh my God, Caleb and Jacob boob mouse pad.
Caleb and Jacob boob mouse pad.
Yes, these are the kinds of classy ideas we need.
No. And anyways, this has been a fun podcast, y'all. We don't want to end our Christmas podcast, though, talking about commercialization of our...
The boobs are their faces.
But I'll think about that idea, Suleron, because maybe there could be something there. But, yeah. Hope to see you all in future streams. Christmas Eve One Piece stream. Please be there for that, because we are taking a bit of a risk putting it 2 hours behind, but we don't want to leave you guys hanging on a Tuesday. Like we don't want to leave you guys hanging on a Tuesday. So
177013 can't be like copyright trademarked, right? Because it's not actually a part of the story, Jacob, or anything.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just curious. What? Like,
all right, we're ending the stream, y'all. Panic time. See you all in the next one. Bye.
Like just the numbers. Like
now
just the numbers.
the
like,
people that
like you could
aren't
just put the
enjoying
numbers.
an ad right now. What?
No, I know.
What is?
But you could just put the numbers on a shirt, right? And sell it because no one can own the combination of numbers, right? And like, I mean, just saying.
yeah. You're right, Suleron. It was my idea, to do basically something like that. Just put like basically.
No, I do not want the Shoko Dojin number, Amiju. No. No
domestic girlfriend meme.
If anyone owns the combination, it's the website. I don't think they have a legal leg to stand on.
All right. But yeah, there's a Battle Lines fanfic going on right now in the Discord.
There is indeed,
good, huh, Jacob?
Yeah, a new one actually, because the first one ended, and that one was pretty crazy. But